world's most dangerous hiking trails you can actually do. Heart-pounding heights, narrow ledges, treacherous terrain. Some hiking trails aren't for the faint of heart, but they promise the adventure of a lifetime. Welcome to the world's most dangerous hiking trails, where breathtaking views come with life-or-death challenges. Would you dare to attempt these? Let's watch the trails that will test your limits yet reward you with unforgettable experiences. But before we start, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this. Can you survive the dangerous cliffs of El Caminito del Rey? What if you were told that there's a path suspended high above a river, where the risk of falling is as high as the views are breathtaking? Welcome to El Caminito del Rey, a once-abandoned walkway that has become one of Spain's most famous and dangerous hiking trails. This narrow path, hugging the cliffs of the Gatanes Gorge, was once used by workers to maintain the local hydroelectric power plants. But over the years, the trail fell into disrepair, becoming a terrifying and deadly challenge. In 2015, the Spanish government took action to restore and secure the path, making it open to the public again. Now, it attracts thrill-seekers from around the globe who want to test their mettle. With sections of the trail hanging precariously over 300 feet above the ground, it's no wonder why it's called the King's Little Path. The views of the gorge below are incredible, but so is the adrenaline rush you'll feel as you walk across the narrow boards and iron supports. Could you handle the heights, or would the sheer drop below make you freeze in your tracks? If you're up for the challenge, El Caminito del Rey awaits, but don't forget to bring your courage. How about the Inca Trail, a walk through history and danger? Do you ever dream of walking through ancient civilizations, retracing the steps of the mighty Incas? The Inca Trail to Machu Picchu is one of the most famous and sought-after hikes in the world, but it also carries its fair share of danger. The 26-mile trek takes you through dense jungles, steep mountain paths, and high-altitude passes, offering unparalleled views of the Andes. While the hike is mostly well-maintained, it's still treacherous, particularly when dealing with unpredictable weather, slippery stones, and the altitude. At an elevation of nearly 8,000 feet, altitude sickness is a real risk, and hikers often experience shortness of breath, dizziness, and fatigue. The steep inclines and rugged terrain only add to the challenge. Despite its dangers, the Inca Trail is one of the most rewarding hikes in the world, culminating in the awe-inspiring sight of Machu Picchu at the summit. If you're brave enough to take on this trail, not only will you experience breathtaking views, but you'll also walk through history itself. But do you have the stamina and strength to endure the hike's physical demands? Only those with a spirit of adventure should tackle the mighty Inca Trail. Do you dare to hike the Everest Base Camp? What would it take to stand at the foot of the world's highest mountain? To hike to Everest Base Camp is no small feat. This grueling 14-day trek pushes your body to the limit as you hike through rugged terrain, cross treacherous suspension bridges, and battle the harsh, thin air of the Himalayas. At over 17,000 feet above sea level, the trek to Everest Base Camp is not just physically demanding, but also mentally challenging. The biggest threat here is altitude sickness. The higher you go, the less oxygen there is, and your body must adapt quickly to the extreme conditions. Many hikers experience headaches, dizziness, nausea, and shortness of breath. However, for those who make it to the base camp, the view of Mount Everest is an unforgettable reward that makes the tough journey worthwhile. Are you prepared to push yourself beyond your limits? The trek to Everest Base Camp is definitely not for the faint-hearted, but the sense of accomplishment and the view of the world's tallest peak might just make it all worth it. Have you heard of the dangerous narrows of Huashan National Park? Are you ready to test your nerve in one of the most unique and perilous hikes in America? The Zion Narrows in Zion National Park is a hike unlike any other. You'll wade and sometimes swim through the Virgin River, which flows through a narrow canyon that's surrounded by towering sandstone walls. As you move through the water, the flow of the river and the unpredictable conditions of the canyon can make every step treacherous. The biggest danger here isn't falling, it's flash flooding. The narrow, confined canyon walls make it a prime location for sudden and intense flash floods, which can happen without warning, especially during the summer monsoon season. The trail is dangerous, but it's also awe-inspiring, with walls that stretch as high as 1,000 feet, creating an otherworldly atmosphere. Would you be brave enough to hike this rivered trail and risk the floods? The beauty of Zion's Narrows is its challenge, but also its raw, untamed nature. Only the most daring adventurers should consider taking on the Narrows. Can you tackle the Devil's Path in New York? How about a trail so difficult that it has earned the nickname Devil's Path? The Devil's Path in the Catskill Mountains of New York is notorious for its tough terrain, steep ascents, and rock scrambles. It's often referred to as one of the hardest hiking trails in the eastern United States, with a reputation that has scared even experienced hikers. This trail stretches 24 miles and includes challenging sections where you'll have to scale cliffs and scramble up rock faces. The terrain is unforgiving, and with extreme weather conditions, the risk of injury is very real. But for those who complete it, the sense of accomplishment is overwhelming. The views from the summit are equally rewarding, offering sweeping vistas of the Catskills. Would you dare to challenge yourself on one of the most difficult trails in America? The Devil's Path is a test of both physical and mental endurance, and it's only for those who are prepared to take on its dangerous, rugged nature. What's so dangerous about the Mount Huashan plank walk? Ever thought about hiking a trail that hangs right over a steep cliff, with nothing but a plank of wood beneath your feet? The Mount Huashan plank walk in China is a heart-pounding trail that challenges even the most fearless adventurers. Located on one of China's 5 great mountains, this narrow plank path is suspended thousands of feet above the ground, offering breathtaking views of the surrounding landscape. The plank walk has gained a reputation for being one of the most dangerous hikes in the world, and for good reason. While the views are spectacular, the risk of slipping or falling is very real. The trail is so narrow that hikers are often required to clip onto safety chains to avoid plummeting to the valley below. Would you trust a single piece of wood to support you as you walk across a cliffside? For those who are brave enough to face their fears, the Mount Huashan plank walk offers an unforgettable experience. But it's definitely not for the faint-hearted. Is the Kalalau Trail the ultimate Hawaiian adventure? Would you like to hike through a tropical paradise that's both breathtakingly beautiful and wildly dangerous? The Kalalau Trail on the Hawaiian island of Kauai offers some of the most stunning scenery in the world, with lush jungles, dramatic cliffs, and pristine beaches. But don't let the beauty fool you. This 11-mile trail along the Na Pali coast is one of the most challenging and dangerous hikes in the United States. The trail is steep, muddy, and often slippery, with sheer drops on one side and thick jungle on the other. The unpredictable weather can make the hike even more dangerous, with flash floods and landslides being a serious concern. Yet, for those who manage to complete it, the view of the isolated Kalalau Valley is one of the most rewarding sights you'll ever experience. Are you ready to take on the Kalalau Trail? This hike is perfect for those looking for adventure and beauty, but only the most experienced hikers should take on its challenges. From death-defying cliff walks to dizzying mountain paths, these trails redefine adventure for the bravest of explorers. So which of these dangerous hikes would you attempt or avoid? Let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more adrenaline-filled travel stories. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. Stay safe and keep exploring.